This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. 18 Gators.
Max 50, Max 50. All day, every day.
6-6. Pull it high. Deep rip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
50. Mike is a 50. Jet back 50. Bring it. Bring it.
Now they try the right side here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you get on the touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
Come on. 58. Come on. Come on.
X3. 218. Chopper. More out. Down.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now. Get it.
On second down, it's Pollard. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
36.
Protein spill.
Mike 58 right there. I'm here all day. Check 3.
Hey, Sam off. Check 5.
On third down, it's Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Yes.
58, come on. Ricky.
Go.
58, it's Mike. Watch the run.
Hit it.
They'll run forward with Pollard, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Alert 3.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Switch.
Yo, go. Mike 50.
Set the tone, defense.
Blue draw corkers.
Slam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
80 weapons. Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here, 58, right over there.
Go.
58, right there. It's just me and you.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Championship, baby. Kill.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want it. 58 to Mike, 58.
Topper! Topper!
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Shift. Kill. Turn up.
Yep.
Kill. Turn up. 58, boys.
Yes.
Come on, D.
Hey, rock it. Now.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Safe.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike.
Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey.
59.
General West. Hey.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
Hit it.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And an alley to run. 30. And a cut to the right and some open. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Bang.
61, matchbox lights.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
third down. Greer. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check. X3. 218. Chopper.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Coverage. Jim.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Check pass. No.
Go.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Check.
Protein spill.
Twist.
And to give this time to the tailback. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Look at me. Zip. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Mike's 50. Better bring it.
Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the safety creep.
80 weapons.
Mike 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. He's crashing. He's
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Check 13. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Yep.
Wide motion. Wide motion.
5.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yes, yes. Check 52. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 43.
Go. Ready.
Here's Pollard again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey.
Motion.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Barnett. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights. 25, check 25, check 25.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Greystone, travel.
Check safety, check safety. Switch, switch, switch.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Two-jet bomber, two-jet bomber.
Check.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Check.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go.
43. Check, 43.
2nd and 11. And complete to Zach Ertz. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go on.
On third down, Pollard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, bravo!
On fourth down, McGee. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check, check. Fresno. Back.
Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Check. Check hot. Hey, watch it.
80 weapons.
Patch
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. He just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 73 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Slam, slam, slam. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Pollard. Room past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. On 1st down, Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Pollard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Pollard. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play.